Hello. Okay, so this is a set. When I saw the catalog, I knew that I had to buy almost instantaneously. Um, it is a double Z fold card, and this is inspired by a card that Patty Bennett had designed online. And I thought it was just too inspirational not to case. So here it is. It's using the Trusty Tools stamp set and corresponding die set from online, which lots of coloring, or you can die cut it so that all the tools are die cut using more of like silver paper. So many options. But let me get to this card. First is my little trusty sticky note with all the dimensions. So the first piece of cardstock is cut so that it is 11 inches by 4 1/4. And then it is scored at 2 3/4 of an inch and 5 1/2. So 5 1/2 and 2 3/4 of an inch. You just kind of fold those back and forth like an accordion. Next, you need designer series paper. This is also the tool paper that is free right now as Celebration. And it is cut at 4 inches by 2 1/2. So 4 inches by 2 1/2. So I had to look at my sheet there and be like, well, which one is it? Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on back of these. I'm going to put one here. Pick the other one. A little bit of adhesive. Put it right there. And then a large piece of designer series paper, and this one is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Put this here. Okay, next, this is a smaller piece of real red cardstock, and this one is cut to be 3 inches by 9 inches, and then scored at 3 inches and 6 inches. So 3 inches by 9 inches, scored at 3 and 6. Now, this piece, I want to do the assembly before I put everything together. So I have 3 pieces of designer series paper. These ones are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 each. I'm going to put one on this end, put the one with the little yellow tape measure in the middle. Another little nut and bolt set at the beginning. And then I have 3 pieces of white cardstock, and these ones are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Now I've already stamped a little mini happy birthday on the front one. This is from the stamp set, You're Most Awesome. Putting in the middle. And then I just have like a blank one for the end where you can write a very tiny or very mini message. Okay, now fold these. And now for assembly, the key here is that you want to glue this back piece on the back and this front piece on the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on this back piece. Now, the reason I'm using glue is the glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room. If you're using, you can also just use like a snail adhesive, but then you don't have any wiggle room. Okay, so I'm going to fold it up, turn it over, kind of slip it in between where I want it to go, just so I can position it so it's straight. Like I said, it needs a little bit of wiggle I can, and press down. Oh, I got too much glue. So I'll just have to make sure that this card dries open so that I don't accidentally glue anything shut. The downside of using liquid glue. Okay, so I did that there. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to open up this top piece, put a line of adhesive there, and then fold it back. And that adhesive ends up exactly where it needs to go. Okay, now for the little tools. I did a little paintbrush. Isn't that adorable? Now, because of course I did You're the Most Awesome in red, I'm going to take and put a little bit of red ink on the tip of my paintbrush to make it look like I'm painting those words. And then I'm going to just snip a couple of little dimensionals. Flip over my little paintbrush. Pop those on. And put that at an angle. So it looks like you're painting the You're Most Awesome. And then for the front, I've already colored a little hammer, a wrench, and a tape measure. I'm just going to put a few dimensionals on these as well. Just going to put another dimensional on that T part. Up the back so that everything is sticky. Now you can position these however you wish. I'm going to fold mine shut so it's a little bit easier. Put my, it can even overlap a little bit there. Put my tape there. And my wrench and a hammer. Isn't that cute? Happy birthday. You're awesome. Great thing about fun fold cards is it's like so fun to open and close them 20 times. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this card. It's not a quick build, but it's one that once you have all the pieces, it comes together really quite quickly. You have a wonderful evening. Good night.